Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This is so exciting. It's not shaykh. We're going to be starting a series now based on the shmuzim of Rabbi Yeruchem, the Mir Mashgiach, Rabbi Yeruchem Levovitz. How exciting is that? Yeruchem was nifter, if I'm not mistaken, in 1936. And many of the great Rashi Yeshiva and Mashgiachim were his Talmidim. Mashgiach in the Mir. This is not a time to discuss his life story and different episodes in his life and what he did and where he went, maybe for a different time. But right now, I just want to get right into it, jump in the water, and start learning the Sichos of Yeruchem. And the Iker is, and this is the Iker, to change it, because that's what Musar is. Musar is not to reform Judaism, but to reform Jews. That's Musar. So we're going to try to be reformers now. We're going to try to change ourselves. We're going to try to machta revolution and make a revolution. Ayer para adam yivaled, the pasuk says. From an ayer para, from a wild animal, adam yivaled. We want a person to be born. So let's begin. I didn't know where to begin. I said there's so many ma'amarim. So I figured, what about at the beginning? So I want to dedicate this shir to Yedid Nafshi, Reb Moshe Bergowitz Shlita, of Ira Torah Lakewood, who inspired this new series. So it should be a schus for him and his family. His son learns by Reb David Soloveitchik, very chashuv, one of the top yeshivas in the world. So it should be a schus for him and his family, and it should be a schus for all of us. That we should grow from the shmuzim of Rabbi Yeruchem. This was said in the year Tov Reish Tzadi Dalet, 1934. I think it was so long ago, but I don't want to say how old my father is, but he was there. I mean, not at the shmuz, but somewhere else. So Zayin Gesund und Stark. And this was said, Leil Shabbos Kodesh Parshas Vayeshev. Haramban ala Torah b'Parshas Vayishlach kosev levar inyan masher richa Torah b'chol prat uprat b'dorono shel Yaakov shesholach le'Esav. The Ramban ala Torah in Parshas Vayishlach explains why the Torah went to get such great length with every detail of the gift that Yaakov sent to Esav. What do you? The Torah is mamish. So many halachas are alluded to in one letter, in one word, and here the Torah goes on and on and on. He gave him this is a gift and that is a gift, and he gave him the stereo player, and he gave him a bicycle, and he gave him this, and he gave him that. Okay, a little anachronistic, but he gave him all these matanas. Why does Torah have to go into detail? How many of this animal? How many of that animal? The Ramban writes, Yaakov Avinu wasn't sure about his own sitkus that would give him maybe a schus for him to be saved, and he tried everything he can to save himself. To teach you, she'ein somchem al hanes. Famous ma'aser with the Sat Maruv. Someone was asking if Nescafe is kosher. He said, "Ein somchem al hanes." Nescafe. So Yaakov Avinu teaches us you don't rely on a miracle. We have to understand the Ramban. It would appear that if Yaakov Avinu hadn't sent the gift to Esav, if he just would have spoken to Esav and he would have sweet-talked him, that would have been a miracle. And you don't rely on a miracle. What's the miracle? Why is it a miracle just to talk to him and not send him a gift? Nitzayir lanu, says Rabbi Yeruchem. If you have a gazlan abal retzichas nefashis v'nirdaf v'vakshim rachim, you have a gazlan. He's coming to kill. He's holding his machine gun. And then the guy is begging for mercy. Do you need a nace for him to have mercy? Two brothers have a fight. It's a nace that on Erev Yom Kippur they make shalom. We see that sometimes verbally people make shalom. So Esav, even though he was his son Eliyaakov, but he was his brother. So what sort of nace did we need here that required Yaakov to send gifts to show you don't rely on a nace? My Omer Rabbeinu Yeruchem, רואים אנו איפה מדברי הרמב"ן שבכדי לשנוס טיבו של האדם, בכדי להפוך מדויסוב, צריך לנס. ולא עוד, אלא שצורך זה נס יסר גדול מלשינוי דברים חומריים. that to change someone's nature requires a miracle. Somebody has midos and you want to change them, that's a miracle. And it's an even greater miracle than changing material things. Yaakov Avinu had Kriyas Yamsuf, Kibim Akliya, Varti Yasayardein Azeh. The water split for him. That was small change by Yaakov Avinu. But this he didn't want to rely on a nace already. But to split a sea, to split a river is fine. That he could do. But to change the teva of his brother, ain't somchal a nace. That's that aggressor a nace. That's too much. For this, you need to go. For this, you need to go b'derech hateva. You need to send him gifts, because otherwise, he's not going to change. There's an old joke. How many psychologists does it take to change a light bulb? And the answer is 1. But the light bulb has to want to change. So a person has to really want to change his mitzvahs and work hard. And it's b'chinas neis. There's a Maisa, somebody wanted to hurt he calls him Admor Mikelm. In the Musar schools, they used to call their Rebbes the Admor. It's usually a Chassidish thing. But the Alter of Kelm, Simcha Zissel, he wanted to harm him. And the Alter said that you have to be afraid of a person, like famous Archaim, that a person's a Baal Bechira, he has choice. You have to be more concerned. He's Bershus Atzmo. And that's the Indian of Bechira, that's the Indian of Schar V'onesh. And says Rabbi Yeruchem, this he wrote Otiot in the olden days. Today they write in bold print. But in the olden days, they used to write in Otiot Mefuzarot. He put a space in between each letter. So he writes here to emphasize. V'chol inyan tevahi osa tchuna haruchnis shehut ba b'chol nivra b'shas yitzirasa. V'she'ena meinicha l'shum ishtanus. A person has a nature, it's hard for him to change his nature. V'im ken koichos ha'adam. Shebebchinosam haruchnis sina b'madrega yoser gavoy mikol nevram. Move on me'elav shinam yoser kashim l'shanosam. On one hand, we're greater than all the other Nephraim. On the other hand, it's hard to change. We are. And you need a nace, a bigger nace than changing Tema, than splitting a river, splitting a sea. And this we see in the book of Micha, or as the Goyim call it, Micah. Perak Vav, Ami Zechor Nama Yoatz Alecha Balak Melech Moav. My nation, remember the eights of Balak, the king of Moab, and what Bilam answered him. From Shittim till Gilgal, nor do they know that it's talk of Hashem. Because we know that Bilam was a son of Yisrael. But what's the Pele? So remember what Bilam did. So he blessed them. What's the big deal? The answer is, it's a huge deal. The President of the United States, this is July 4th today. So you have to give a good word to the President. He likes to say, huge! It's huge! Shinui Teva of Bilam, who is Betivo Soni Yisrael, that's an ace gadol. Without an ace, a person's nature is not going to change. And therefore Yaakov wasn't somech on the nace. So I'm not sure how Rabbi Yeruchem answered his original question. Because Lamaisa, you still see that brothers make up sometimes an Erev Yom Kippur, just with words. And the Ganav, you plead for mercy. So I'm not sure how he answered the question. So I'm open to telephone calls and emails. People can explain. But that's the yesod that you get from the Ramban. If you get from the Ramban that it's a miracle. And maybe Taka, that's what Yeruchem means. That when brothers do make up, it's a miracle. Changing their midah. If they have a midah and they have to change it, that's a miracle. Baruch she'asali neis makom hazeh, I have to make a bracha. Because it's hard for people to change. Very hard. You ever try? You know what I'm talking about. Certain tevas, I see myself. I've been walking around now with myself for 46 years. I spend every minute of every day with myself. Sometimes I enjoy it more, sometimes I enjoy it less. But I see nature that I have. I think back when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, even when I was a little kid. And I had the same nature. Some for better, some for worse. But I see, it's just, my voice got deeper, my body got bigger. Hair started growing out of my face. But it's the same dude. It's the same guy, the same nature. You're born with it. And you want to change it now. You need a miracle. You don't want to be so much kind of miracle, so you sent them all this stuff. And we see Ad Kama Teva Adam Lishkosha Lishtanos in the Medrash Tanchuma. Yishomer Yosef Lechav Geshu Hayabedaitim Lahargo El Shemalach Hashem Enam. When Yosef and his brothers approach, they wanted to kill him. The Malach Hashem stopped them. Yaakov Ruveni parts for Yigash. V'nei achei Yosef b'yarda Mitzrayma hayibedaitam la'arog lehareg b'shvil Yosef. They were ready to kill or be killed for Yosef. Even when Yosef revealed himself to them, they recognized their mistake, like it says in Chazal. It's like Yom Adin. They understood their mistake, the error of their ways. But yet, when Yosef said approach, they're ready to kill him. Because that was part of their teva. They had something against their brother. There was that, whatever that was, whatever. We don't want to put someone else's coat we'll put it on us when their coat is 1,000 times bigger. We don't understand. We don't put them in our little world. But there was something there. There was some teva that was hard for them to change. It made them throw Yosef in the pit in the first place. And now also, Avraham Avinu comes out of Ur-Kasdim. The Jewish people come out of Mitzrayim. Same lashon. Ani Hashem asher tzeitzichem miur-Kasdim. Bereshis tesvav. Ani Hashem gam asher tzeitzichem eretz yisrael elokim. Same idea. Asher tzeizicha. Asher tzeisi. I am Hashem. So it's the same terminology. Mashmat inyan echad. Yitzias Mitzrayim. What's the effect? What's the outcome? Lios lechem lelokim. Ani Hashem alkeichem asher tzeitzichem miur-Kasdim. What does that mean? Hotzas Avram Terach. It's like Yitzias Mitzrayim. Lios lechem lelokim. Terach is avodah zarah. Mitzrayim is avodah zarah. Mitzrayim is tumah. Terach is tumah. And that's what Chazal say. Mi tein Torah mi tamei lo echad. Iyov Yudalid. Pashut means nobody can take Torah from Tamei. But is it not Hashem? Lo echad, is it not the one? Hashem took Avram from Terach. Chizkiyahu from Achaz. Miyasa came, Mitziva came, Godz came, Chidush Shalom. Who did this? Who commanded this? Who decrees? Is it not the number one of the world? Hashem. Hashem takes the Tamei from the Torah. It's a special koach of Hashem that He can make something so pure from something so impure. And this is Moridik. We see also in the argument, Yaakov with Lavan. After all the tainas of Yaakov, Ma pishi u ma chadasi ki dalakta acharai. What is my sin that you're running after me? Zeh 20 shana anochi imach. For 20 years I'm with you. Rechelecha v'yizecha lo shikelu. Your animals didn't die, etc. Isi b'yom achalani cherev, v'kerech balay, v'kerech balaylo. There it says in the uncle is glida. Glida at night. And during the day, I suffered from the heat. The heat ate me up. At night it was freezing. They go to the mountains in the summer when I was in camp. During the day, it's boiling. And then at night, you're shivering. That's what I did for you, Lavan. Yaakov was making me stark tainas. I wasn't sleeping. I was so busy taking care of your flock. 20 years I worked for you. So what? Vus Loven hat geantwortet. What was Loven's answer? What was Loven's answer to Yaakov's stark tainus? Vayan Lavan vayomer liYaakov habanot bnotai ve'abanim banai. The daughters, they're mine. Those girls, they're mine. You married, they're married, they're mine. Ve'abanim banai, the boys, everything, it's mine. Ve'atzon, the sheep, it's mine. And everything you see is mine. You know what they call it in modern Hebrew? Sichat chirshim. It's like two deaf people talking to each other. Yaakov wasn't a deaf one. Lavan was deaf. It's like Lavan didn't hear. Yaakov has these strong tinnitus. Lavan doesn't even answer what he says. He says, what's going on over here? Everything belongs to me. Even though Yaakov fairly got the sheep and he worked hard and he earned it. And the daughters he married, they're his. My father's going to come to me and he's going to say, that girl, your wife, she's mine. Listen, she's your daughter. She can be mechabed you, but she's my wife. What am I supposed to do? I should send her back to live with you. Anyway, my father-in-law lives in the Olam Shekulo Tov. My wife doesn't want to go there. Neshama should have an aliyah. So what's going on over here? Lavan doesn't hear him. You know why? Because in order for Lavan to hear him, he would have to change his nature. You have to say, oh yeah, I hear what you're saying. You worked really, really hard and you earned this. Thank you so much. That's not Lavandik. He doesn't speak that way. There are people like that. There are people, a lot of people. You watch them for a year, for 2 years, for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. The same. The same. They don't change. Why not? For two reasons. They don't want to change. And to change is an ace. And that's what the Heilige Rebbe Yisrael Salander writes in a brief. Brief in Yiddish is a letter. That's printed in Or Yisrael and Siman Yudalad Achein Bechlal Noda. Im ki anisayon yoreinu li'azoy v'ed Hashem Yisbarach ha'matreg nisab li'ilumad musari. You know what? To be an emisar v'ed Hashem, you could do it without learning Musar. You hear this, Kfira? You could be an emisar v'ed Hashem without learning Musar. That's what Yisrael Salanter said. Kfira in quotes, obviously. Salanters. Malach Hashem, right? Over what? Achen. Ha'is hapchus me'ra l'tov. B'li musri. If you want to change from good to evil without Musar, hikimo bakoshes ha're'iyah b'li ayin v'shmiya b'li ozen. It's like seeing without eyes and hearing without ears. Just like you can't see without eyes, you can't change without Musar. Is that an avoda? Is that an avoda, Rabbosai? So we learn the big yesod from the Ramban that just speaking to him would have been a changing his teva, would have been an ace. And therefore sending a gift makes it much less of an ace. Ain't so an ace. He did everything he could. But to change a person, that requires an ace. That's why Lavan didn't change no matter what Yaakov said to him. And that's the miracle of Hashem taking Avram from Terach, Jews from Mitzrayim. Only Hashem can make tar from Tameh. For a person, it's like a miracle. Chay Yosef we saw, it was hard for them to change their teva. Bilam, it's the son of Yisrael, and he blessed us. Changed his teva, it's a miracle. You have to remember that. Hashem's nice. And we should be Zochim, it's Hashem, to witness this miracle. To witness the miracle of changing. It's never too late. It's never tzi shpeit, the Hasidim say. What do Yisrael Salanter say? As long as the Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam is on fire, as long as you're here, you can change. You can change. If you want to change, you can change. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Somebody used to tell me, no, you can't change. You're lost. No, you can. Anyone can change. Anyone can change. Nobody's lost. Nobody is lost. You have to have a ratzon. You have to learn Musar. And you have to daven for Siyata D'Shmaya. Okay. So Baruch Hashem, we did the first Sikha of Das Chachma Musar from Rabbi Yeruchem HaLevi. I can thank my friend Reb Moshe for the inspiration. And I hope that there was Zoche to do many, many, many more Shmuzim of Yeruchem. L'tov lanu kol hayomim. Amen v'amen. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.